Welcome, everybody, back to Pesterquest. My name is Brodemus. Last time, we had Kanaya Mariam, everyone's favorite chainsaw-wielding vampire, rainbow drinker, excuse me. This week, I am actually not sure who is going to be this week. I know it's either Gamzee or Vriska. I don't know. I just got back from a trip, a long trip. Well, not a long trip, only about 5 days. Just drove in today. Today, happy Halloween, happy day after Halloween, happy Dia de los Muertos, if you are of Hispanic nature and celebrate that day, that holiday. And, this is Halloween. It's Halloween, everybody. Well, I mean, it's coming up the day after, but you knew it. I hope you had a safe and fun Halloween, because I love Halloween. I had to drive all day, but you know what? I love myself some Halloween. So let's get into it, because I've rambled on far too much. So it looks like we're going not in necessarily in blood color order anymore. Well, I mean, I guess we didn't really do that anyway, but we're gonna, oh boy, okay. All right, so we got Volume 6, Route 1, fucking cannons. How do they work? That's a good question there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're bringing Karkat back to his home. Okay. First things first, you deliver Karkat into the arms of a giant white crab, which strikes you as a totally normal and safe thing to do. You're really beginning to get the hang of the zap situation. For instance, you are now capable of utilizing it without unleashing a lengthy exposition on the values of interpersonal relationships. You can just go. Hey, great, look at that. Lucky, too, since when you drop Karkat off at his place, he doesn't look in the mood for philosophy. More for crawling into bed and sleeping for a week. You don't blame him. Dave and John are nice kids, but they do require a high level of buy-in to talk to. Since you have a memory like a steel friendship trap, you recall that there is another possible bro in the area. What did Karkat call that kid? He lost his shit at the thought of meeting? Macarena? Macaroni? Fair enough. You zapped Macaroni's house. This time you aim for the yard and not the broom closet. And find yourself outside a huge sandstone castle at the edge of a dark, sprawling ocean. You decided it was abandoned if it wasn't for the lights in the windows. That's fair. It does look like kind of like a sandcastle, doesn't it? Never noticed that. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. There he be. There he be. Fun fact, Gamzee is the... Oh. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Gamzee is the only cosplay I have ever done. I've dressed up for, like, Halloween and stuff. Like, I dressed up as, like, Master Chief and, like, a Stormtrooper. And I think I dressed up as Uryu Ishida from Bleach one year for Halloween. I don't count that as cosplay. Gamzee is the only cosplay I actually went to a convention with. It was Anime Expo 2012, which is also the only convention I've ever been to. But yeah, this is kind of just fun. This is the one character I've ever cosplayed as. Standing at the tide line is some sort of Halloween decoration. A scarecrow made entirely of sticks and hair and a pair of oversized gray pants. Wait, they probably even have Halloween here. It's already spooky enough every day. A nocturnal world can't even fuck with night holidays. The scarecrow throws a rock into the surf, winding up his long, thin arm as a whole production. Although the motion is surprisingly fluid, you edge closer, not wanting to alarm him, but needing to move the plot along at a reasonable clip. You clear your throat. The boy Scarecrow does the laziest double take you have ever seen. It's like he's on half speed. Motherfucker, are you lost? That's a little forward. Not that you aren't hip to the choicest trends that the kids are on. You have absolutely no problem with some random teen just swearing at you out of the blue. It's absolutely fine. In fact, you love it. Makara! That's what his name was. I love the realization. Like, that's it. That's what it was. You ever look at the ocean? You know, really get your eye stalks on it. Well, yeah, you're doing that right now, actually, since the ocean is right in front of you, and it's very hard not to see it, at least out of the corner of your eye. Oh, dang. Well, for sure there was someone's little lost lucis on account of you being white all over. Not my old goat, for sure. That old bastard's never once showed his ugly skull to share a pie. The tide creeps up the beach, and you take an automatic step back. The water looks normal, and Makara is up to his shins in the surf, but you still don't trust like that. You can teleport, but that doesn't mean you want your toes burned off by alien saltwater or whatever the fuck. What about you, stranger? You ever get down on a hot, warm plate of gooey mess? I don't know. Pie, motherfucker. I got one in the oven. Oh, how silly of you. Of course he means pie. You love pie. You love it so much more than any weird shit you thought he was talking about. He grins and, oh god, horror opens up a pit in your stomach as his skin cracks. Before you realize that it's makeup. He's got face paint on. You guess kind of like a clown thing going on? It tracks, the big pants, the crazy hair, etc. That's actually kind of fucking weird. Hang on, time out. But really not as weird as it should be. Like, everything since you began this rollicking friendship romp, this new information feels like remembering rather than learning. But right now, all you really care about is learning or remembering is that sweet pie the kid mentioned.
Hell yeah. You got your pan all where it's supposed to be. In your sack.
Boy, there's a cultural cross there.
Gamzee.
Come again?
Gamzee.
Bless you.
My name, motherfucker.
For a second, the kid's vacant stare sharpens. His gray eyes are like looking down a long, empty corridor. But for just the briefest moment, you think you see something lurking at the end of it. Something angry. And then it's gone. Oh boy. Oh, this is unsettling. Holy shit. I don't remember the posters. Oh man, that's scary. Gamzee brings you inside his hive, which is lopsided and shakes when the wind blows. Whoever designed it definitely got their architecture degree online. It also smells a lot like weed. You take a step into the living room. Oh, Jesus Christ, there are like 40 little honk horns strewn around on the floor in a pattern that makes it absolutely inevitable that you step on most of them on the way to the couch. I lost my horn. I had a prop horn when I went to Anime Expo back in 2012. And I lost it somewhere. It was somewhere on the expo floor. It just vanished. I had it in my pocket. It fell out somewhere. I have no idea what happened to that thing. Speaking of horns, that was scary. You give up after a few seconds of careful hopping and just honk your way across the room. It's a goose party up in here.
Oh yeah, brother. Make that music. Sometimes it all just gets too much to contain. You know what I'm saying?
Gamzee sticks his head around the door to what you assume must be the kitchen. He's got flour on his nose. You thought he said the pie was already in the oven. What's he using flour for?
The music builds up, don't it? It's like a miracle. Like a little ball of snot, what's all caught up in your suck sphincters.
Suck sphincters. You actually have no idea what he's talking about, and you're pretty sure that's not your fault. A bunch of clattering and banging interrupts your thoughts. Dear God, what is he doing in there? How hard is he baking? You bake hard, motherfucker. Then you realize it isn't coming from the kitchen. It's coming from a different door. A closet door. Oh! What even is that? Oh, fuck, it's you and Carcat. You must have time traveled without even meeting you when you zapped here. Damn it, you thought you were getting the hang of this. But how do you respond to this absolutely unforeseen turn of events? Oh boy. Open the door. That seems like a bad choice. You spring to answer the door because that's what any good guest would do while their host is busy fighting a pie. Sure, fighting a pie. You honk your way over, making more music on the way. Miracles or whatever. You wonder what you're going to say when you see yourself. You'll probably be pretty surprised. Up close, the door is sort of warm? Not temperature-wise, more in an existential way. A narrative weight hangs around this door, and when you touch it, tingling heat shoots up your fingers. Oh boy. Man. This door is great. You don't want anything more than to open this door. Shit, you love this door. Just doors in general are actually fucking amazing. You love to open them up and be in one place and then walk through them and be in another. You twist the handle. You are forcibly returned to the start screen. Hey! Oh, that's rad. Sweet, we got the quick bad ending. Hey, baby. Oh, hell yes. What a good way to start this after getting back from my trip. Let Gamzee open the door. Let's let him do it. Figuring this is the best way to prevent a paradox, you wait until the racket gets loud enough to alert your host.
What's all that?
You shrug and open your eyes real wide to show just how innocent you are. I'm definitely not up to something here. This is a total mystery that absolutely needs solving.
Oh, hey, hold up, my brother. I'm hearing something in the scrub cubby. Some squeak beast what's all got itself trapped.
The noise, I really thought he was talking to Tav, in Carcat's route here. The noise in the closet breaks off just as Gamzee throws open the door. Yep, same place as before. Other you and Carcat must be shouting at each other back in his hive. Well, he'll be doing most of the shouting. It really is a mess in there. Shit.
Damn. Little monsters skidded off.
Yeah, weird. You have no idea where they went, and you're totally sure it was not a friend of his who flipped out at the sheer sound of his voice. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, no doubt.
I was wondering what that sound was. I think it's my washing machine. You're glad you're agreeing about that. Oh, and speaking of which, you mentioned that you have a friend in common. Carcat Small shouting. Gamzee cracks it to such a wide grin, you're surprised his face doesn't turn inside out.
Yeah, that there's my best fucking friend. As close as two wrigglers that slithered out of the mother grub's frumpy ass together. We get our rap on.
Rap, like actual rap? Karkat doesn't really strike you as the rapping type.
Not so much as you'd notice. But I know he's got that music inside him somewhere. All wrapped up under his skin, just waiting for a real motherfucking brother to rip it out.
Oh, that's incredibly romantic, but also absolutely the creepiest shit you've ever heard. It's like this, oh, cute.
Oh, hell yes.
An ungodly amount of steam issues from the kitchen, like someone baking in a cartoon. Whatever it is smells amazing. Sugary with just a hint of sharpness to it. Did Gamzee ever say what kind of pie he's making?
Miracle pie, sister. Miracle pie.
Oh, nice, miracle flavor. I love miracle flavor. Sounds great, not at all like it might burn the roof of your mouth off. You actually have to bake Sopor slime pies? I just assumed there are no baked pie. I figure you just dumping Sopor slime into a crust and just chowing down on that. Gamzee emerges from the kitchen, the sweet smell getting stronger as he comes closer. He isn't carrying any plates or forks or whatever, so you guess you're just going to eat with your hands? You look down at your grubby little paws. These fingers. When was the last time you washed these silly things? You are disgusting. But then you look at the pie and realize that germs are really going to be the least of your worries. It's thick and gelatinous and green. Neon green, poison control green, like clip art of something toxic. You are absolutely sure that whatever that pie is made of, humans are not meant to eat it. Probably not trolls either. Gamzee sits down next to you, stretching out his long, skinny legs onto the coffee table, knocking over a stack of comics and a couple empty Faygo bottles. Yikes, this does not make you feel any better about his ability to make nutritional choices. Good nutritional choices. Also, it's interesting that Faygo wasn't capitalized there. That's technically a proper noun. It's a brand, I think, isn't it? You ask Gamzee, as politely as you're able, what kind of pie is it? Or pie it is.
Oh, dang, brother. A Nutra-mercenary never gives away his secret ingredient.
Nutra-mercenary?
All you need to know is this. Is the good shit. You want to see the miracles the way I see them? I know you do. I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your sea stocks. This is the shit that is gonna put you all the way up over the top.
Gamzee gives you that one look. You know the one. When your friend tells you that they got some deliriously dank shit that they're just aching to share with you as you spit and slaver all over your face. That's a real thing that's happening. It is absolutely drugs. This is a drug pie. Good. Eat the drug pie. Dare to resist drugs and alcohol. Boy, I don't know which is the bad one. Someone commented, it's time for the weekly, the weekly video of Bronimus versus a handful of decisions, which is 100% what this is. Okay. See, I'm afraid if I eat, here's where my mental branches go. Eat the drug pie, I die. That's the bad ending. That's the long bad ending. Something happens, it messes with my human anatomy, and like I end up getting killed. Or it's the good thing and we trip the fuck out like with Sarava. Or I resist the drugs and alcohol, Gamzee murders the shit out of me. Or but then like that's also like a bad way because like then Gamzee is no longer like sedated and he just becomes a murderous motherfucker. So I feel like resisting is probably the worst ending. I don't see a good way. I don't see a good ending coming out of resisting the drugs and the alcohol because if I like turn him down, Gamzee's gonna be all offended and shit. And then possibly murder me. But if I turn him down, the only other option is like trying to convince him to stop eating it. But then that makes him into like your typical high blood who's just murder happy. So I kind of want to say resisting is probably the bad way to go. I guess let's go with that. I don't see a good way coming out of this. All right, we're gonna resist. You take a deep breath and prepare to stand up to peer pressure. You tell Gamzee you think you'll pass on the pie.
Well, for real? Nobody's ever turned down a bite before.
Really? How many people has he offered it to? Gamzee grins.
Well, motherfucker. You got me there. No fear, brother, no fear. You gotta be all doing what you're feeling. No way I'm about to harsh a brother's flow when it comes to all their personal preferences or whatever.
Shit! See, okay, maybe it's still the bad one. Maybe it's still the bad one, because maybe it's like it's trying to subvert it. Like, hey, yeah, you did a good thing, because Gamzee's pretty chill right now because he's high as fuck. But then it's like, oh, snap, he bludgeoned your skull in. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, thank God. He isn't going to think you're uncool for not doing his drug pie. You can't exactly recall where you've picked up the idea that Alternian drugs are not a good idea, but you're pretty sure it's right. Maybe just a good general rule of thumb. Avoid alien-controlled substances, or possibly all alien substances. Maybe it would be bad for you even if it wasn't drugged by. Your internal anatomy is still a mystery to you. I am human, after all. Actually, Gamzee's taking this so well that you feel emboldened to go further. This is where it turns bad. Push a little harder. Man, you're really getting brazen with this after-school special shit. You suggest to Gamzee that, just maybe, he shouldn't eat the pie either. He raises both eyebrows and gives you a slow blink, looking from the pie to you and back again. He looks absolutely flabbergasted at the idea. Hasn't anybody ever mentioned to him that he should be careful about what he eats? Not even Karkat? Karkat absolutely seems like the kind of guy to want to micromanage his friends' lives. Fair?
Might have said a thing or two. Once or maybe 2 times.
Does Gamzee ever think about following his good friend's advice? Gamzee freezes with one long-fingered hand reaching for the pie. You can practically see the gears turning in his head. You catch another flicker of that flat, affectless menace behind his eyes. Then he splits into another big sloppy grin.
Fuck it.
Gamzee rises eerily to his feet like he's on marionette strings, almost without bending his knees. Picking up the pie, he shuffles across the rumpus block and opening the window. He makes and holds eye contact as he throws the pie out the window. Okay. Well, that's one way to get rid of it. But what about the pie plate?
More where that came from. Anything I want, I just enter into the computer and it appears outside the hive in a couple hours later. Fucking miracles, man.
Or maybe just same-day delivery? Is there a troll Amazon? Technically there is. Malik was like taking control of that shit. It all comes back to Malik. Gamzee lets out a creaky laugh. It makes you a little nervous, and you can't quite pinpoint why.
Slow down, brother. You're taking all the deep motherfucking heresies today.
Are you talking
all the deep motherfucking heresies today? Turning down a perfectly good pie what could have got us well and truly seeing the glories was the Messiah's put up on this planet. Don't take away my miracles, too.
Well, you didn't make him throw the pie out the window. You just made a suggestion. He didn't have to listen to you.
No, you got the right of it. We'll do it your way. You never know. The old goat might come home for once. And he never likes it when I fly high on pie.
Well, that is so frightening. That is unbelievably scary. Well, if he's sure, Gamzee looks at you from across the room, silhouetted against the window like a black spot on the moon, and you think you may have made a mistake. You aren't exactly sure why, just something in the back of your head is shouting at you. Maybe you'll check, just to be sure. So when Gamzee lopes back into the kitchen, maybe to throw more shit passive-aggressively out a window, you zap forward just a little while, a couple of days. The house is quiet, but everything looks mostly the same. When you listen, though, you hear a steady thump, thump, thump. If you didn't know better, you might say it was someone banging something against drywall, for instance, their head. The sound rattles through the stone of the hive and builds along the scaffolding of your body. With mounting dread, you zap forward a few days. The hive is a wreck. It wasn't exactly a showroom before, but now there are 3 times as many honkhorns, and Faygo bottles overflow off the table. The couch bleeds stuffing from the 3 long gouges. The TV is shattered, and every mirror in the house is broken, every shiny surface slashed past recognition. It's like someone didn't want to see themselves. Gamzee. Oh god, what happened? You zap to Karkat's hive. He knows Gamzee. He'll be able to tell you. Oh god. Red. Red everywhere. It's on Karkat's bedroom walls, the floor, even arcing up to the ceiling. Karkat's red blood. You've never gotten a chance to talk to him about it. Your stomach curls in on itself, and you fall forward onto your knees, retching onto the carpet. You haven't had any of the pie, so nothing comes up. Kanaya's room is in far greater disarray. She looks like she put up much more of a fight than Karkat had. There are great gouts of jade blood all over the bolts of cloth and drafting table, but it's joined by deep splashes of royal purple. Kanaya's husktop glows sickly into the dim room. A smiley face with a round clown nose is painted in blood on the screen. Beneath it, an instant message flashes. Fussy Fangs, what the fuck? You can't ignore me forever, Miriam. I doubt you can even do it for one night. The cursor flashes. Green and purple ooze on the keys. Still wet. Oh god, he's gone after AG too. You have to do something. You appear in a tall stone room. You've never been here before, or maybe you have. Maybe you've already made good friends with this particular troll. It really depends on which option you chose at the beginning of the volume. God, why did you think that? Why isn't your brain working? What the fuck is wrong with you? You feel like you know all of this, but not. Like you watched it all happen to somebody else. From the distance, you hear a telltale honk. Ice sheets up your spine. Honk. That is the most cursed noise you've ever heard in your life. Jesus fuck, you're going to have nightmares filled with brass instrumentation, provided you don't die immediately. Honk.
Oh. Hey there, motherfucker. You're late!
Oh. Hey, Gamzee. You sure look totally fucked up. Green and crimson paint in his shirt, splashed up his arms into the elbows. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. 3 deep purple gouges intersect his face, still bleeding freely. That's interesting, because he did that with, Nepeta's claws. So how did he get it now? That's interesting. Shit, dude. You usually kept doing drugs. This was the alternative. Talk about an overreaction.
Overreaction? Isn't no fucking reaction. The elaborate speck of worm meat. This is the true God's judgment. He came to me, motherfucker. He spoke his words in my ear. He's the only one that's ever bothered to say motherfucking truth to me.
Who came to him? Who's speaking truth?
Don't worry. You'll meet him soon. Honk! 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 Honk!
Oh, God. Boy. Yep. Hey! Okay. That was fucking something. All right. Fucking rad. We got the fast bad ending. We got the long bad ending. So we let Gamzee open the door, zip on by, eat the drug. You know what? Fuck it. You're magic. You can do whatever you want. You're magic. That's the excuse. You scoop out a big green glowing glob of poison pie. So gooey and thick, it almost slides right out of your hand. You manage to get a little bit into your mouth. It punches you right in the taste buds. So sweet your teeth aching without any discernible texture. Just goop that slowly fills your mouth and coats your throat. Wow, this sure is a tactile experience. It doesn't taste bad. Just sort of like you swallowed a big sweet mouthful of nausea. Hits you in a wave and every nerve ratchets tight. Yep, this is definitely not meant for whatever kind of creature you are. Your body wants to reject it. You lean over the arm of the couch and prepare to give this volume an additional content warning. But the feeling passes, and not only does it pass, it is accompanied by a rising sweep of euphoria. It shivers up from your stomach and into your brainstem. You let out an unintentional sigh of happiness and settle back onto the couch. Wow. You feel so great right now. Holy shit, drugs are awesome! You want to do them all the time. No wonder Gamzee was so intent on getting this pie finished. If you were him and you knew the secret to the wonders of the universe, you wouldn't ever eat anything else. Ever. A long finger taps you on the shoulder.
More, motherfucker?
He offers you the pie plate, and you eagerly dig your fingers in. It's getting all over the couch and your face, but you don't care. You just want more of that perfect, contented feeling. Gamzee watches you with dreamy approval. Somehow, the two of you end up in the supply closet. You weren't really sure why, it just felt like a good idea to go in there. Possibly to investigate whatever it was that was making a bunch of silly noise just a few minutes ago. Oh, you know what it was. It was you! You and Carcat. You guys came to visit Gamzee one time, but Carcat wussed out. He was right harder next time.
Good try, motherfucker. You're not pulling my stem that easy. My nubby little brother hasn't been anywhere near my motherfucking hive. I've tried to get him over here again and again, you know, but he's all got this hate on for face-to-face hangouts. Not like you. You got your motherfucking pan blown right the fuck open. You're like me, my sister. You're wide open to the motherfucking miracles.
You told Gamzee that he's totally right. You were so ready and open to whatever miracle comes along. But no, seriously, if you wanted if you wanted to, the two of you could go visit Carcat right now. He's probably sleeping off his trip to an alien planet. But you could wait, or just zap forward in time a little bit. That's the thing you can do.
Oh, for real? Why'd you say so then, motherfucker? Zap us on out of here.
Sure! Right away, anything you want, best friend. Gamzee gives you another one of those wide, messy grins. Like he can't contain his joy at the thought of being someone's best friend. You totally sympathize. Boy, the MSPA Reader really do. You can't actually remember how to use your magic powers right now. You think it's possible you're a little too high. You don't even remember how you came to be lying on this filthy closet floor and looking up at the filthy closet ceiling. Shouldn't you try to keep the place with your cleaning supplies a little, cleaner? Cyclical.
No worries, my brother. There isn't any rush. I got my certainty on that one day we're all gonna get together in one big horn pile. My boy Carcat, T-Dog, Equius, that nasty cerulean bitch what's always mad as hell. Everybody. We'll all climb up to the clouds together.
You know who some of these people are, but that's okay. That's fine. You're confident that they'd all make amazing friends. You can't wait to climb up into the sky with them. What'll you do once you get up there?
We ride the Dark Carnival all the way to paradise, my brother.
The Dark Carnival? That sounds familiar somehow. You feel like you've heard it before. Oh no, Karako! Oh no, Karako!
Oh, I should hope so, motherfucker. Anybody what's got any kind of head for religious dogma at all's heard of this shit. I knew you were a real one.
Oh yeah, for sure. You are the realest, but like... So imagine if you weren't as real as you could be, what would you tell some dumb asshole that had no idea what games he was talking about?
The Dark Carnival's where the path leads to, my brother. Back in the old days, the righteous got their blood poured out when their time came. All that purple paint in the ringmaster circle. But nowadays it's more like a metaphor and shit. When a motherfucker dies, his soul is all ruptured up from his corpse meat, right? And that soul has got to all up and go somewhere, don't it? And it's not about to just float around untethered. So it rides up to the carnival where it gets all right and properly judged to see whether it's been a good bitch or a naughty motherfucker. Anyway, my throat hurts like shit. Anyway, that's how the miracles work.
Right. God, that sounds amazing. You really hope Gamzee gets there one day. Something jagged slams up against the haze of drug contentment. You feel like a booming knock on the inside of your consciousness. You remember a face. Gamzee's face. No, not quite. Oh, Karako! It's a face with makeup, but it's younger, kinder, more vulnerable. You remember this... This is a friend. You remember you had friends. You remember a clown. With a monumental effort, you force yourself into a sitting position. Gamzee is still splayed out on the floor, totally gone. You have to figure this out. For a split second you had it. You shake your head, trying to clear it. You stagger up. Gamzee makes a sleepy noise and rolls onto his side. You stagger back into the living room, feeling your way across the wall until you find an ablution trap. You look at the sink and splash some water onto your face, trying to focus enough to concentrate, but not enough to lose this thread. Somehow, you know that if you become too aware of yourself, you're going to completely forget everything again. It's almost like someone wants you to forget all of your friends and your past adventures. You close your eyes and picture that friendly clown face. A name drifts across your mind, almost close enough to snatch. Karako! Zap. Okay. All of your other trips through the narrative have been instantaneous. 1 second you're in a place, and the next you're in another. This time, the air feels warm and gelatinous, like trying to run while waist deep in water. The drug pie could just be fucking with your powers, but you know in the core of you that isn't right. You're where you aren't supposed to be, and something here knows you're trespassing. Something here is awake, and it sees you. Your body goes through a series of shivers, not unlike when you first tasted the pie. Some distant layer of you knows that's whatever you are experiencing is wrong, and not meant to be seen by anyone, as if somehow you've gotten a glimpse into the subatomic level. Your vision stretches out in a long, empty corridor, and at the other end is... What the fuck was that? You slingshot back to Gamzee's hive, hitting the floor with what feels like every inch of your body. God, how can you fall on your ass and your head at the same time? How is that legal? Even worse, you appear to have sobered up much faster than you have any right to. The high is broken like a fever and you're sweating through your trendy collared shirt. You turn. Gamzee has somehow moved himself to the couch while you were doing... whatever it was? Trying to throw yourself into a part of the narrative you don't have permissions to see? He looks significantly less stoned than before, too.
Where'd you go at, motherfucker?
Oh, you just tried to pop in to visit... someone. And someone you thought you remembered from your past, and it went wrong. Somehow you're just getting the image of a T-posing figure, which is absolutely absurd.
Damn, that's some deep nonsense right there. Some righteous fucking noise.
Yeah, you guess so. Probably just the drugs, though. Gamzee looks at you through slitted hazy eyes, and you realize that trying to explain anything to him when he's in this state isn't going to do any good. Just a fever dream. And that's probably exactly what it was. Shit, maybe this is what the kids refer to as a bad trip. Is this what Gamzee does? Just sits in his hive all the time and gets high? Well, that's a perfectly respectable way to deal with a hell place like Alternia, but... God, it makes you sad. All these kids you've met so far make you so incredibly sad. There, now you went and bummed yourself out. You're exhausted. You really aren't above doing the least amount of work for the highest possible reward here. You shrug and tell him that probably what you experienced was a miracle. Gamzee's beatific smile makes it all better. Hey! Victory! Not unlike hanging out on the couch with Sarava! Oh, hey, look at that. Alright, motherfuckers. That's a video, everybody. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button down below. Subscribe so you can keep up with my stuff. New video every 1 p.m. Fridays, Eastern time. That's jumble the words together, make just a word salad, throw it all up in the air, and say, fuck it, you're done with it. Comment, let me know what you guys think about this. That was really interesting. I wasn't expecting a visit from Karako. I wasn't expecting to see Karako. That was really interesting, actually, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. And share it with your friends. Share this. It helps build the channel. Show them, just the weird shit that we can get up to, because, boy, it's always a trip whenever we play this game. Next week is Vriska, also, which is sure to be a hell of a time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you all had a happy Halloween and a happy November 1st. Dia de los Muertos, once again. And I hope to see you next time. Later, everybody.